Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Songs and Memories, where I talk about a song a day for 28 days, and I talk about some memories I have, or a memory of it. Now, for the day of day 15, I want to talk about If You Want to Be Happy by Jimmy Soul. This is probably one of the oldest songs I have here. And I remember listening to it when I was in elementary school, and not just elementary school grade 7, I was in elementary school grade 4. You see, with this, like, I listen to this song constant. Here's the thing: my musical taste changed over the years. Like now, I'm into punk rock and like rock in general. But like this was like right now, it's like punk rock and pop, or punk rock or rock, mostly rock. But when I moved, before I moved to this house, it was pretty much R&B, like pretty standard, like my dad's music, like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Boyz II Men, and all that. And then I finally moved here, and I got my radio. I think this one, the damn radio, and I that was like grade 3 or 4. I began to expand my horizons a little bit. Now there, like before I started getting to more popular music, I actually on the radio I started to listen to Blue Jays games on this station, which shared the same airtime as an oldie station. Like whenever there was a Blue Jays game, it would go to the Blue Jays game and it would like sit, like talk about what was going on in the game, whatever, commentary. And then when it wasn't a Blue Jays game, it was a radio station that played songs from the 40s and 50s and 60s and whatnot. And so, yeah, it was a station called 1050 Chum, and it was pretty much like mostly oldies. No, pretty much oldies. And then this song comes along. Like they played Elvis and Cher, I think. There was a little Michael Jackson here and there, but one song that actually did kind of get to me was a song called "If You Want to Be Happy" by Jimmy Soul, and I remember just humming that song when I was in elementary school when everybody else was humming like I don't know the Spice Girls. I'm not sure. Like I just remember mostly that song, and yeah, I never knew what it was called. It was on the radio. Well, not on the radio. On this particular radio station constantly, and I just kind of liked it a lot. And I was like, play the song, play the song. I'm like, yes, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life. And I never knew the song title until I heard the song. I saw the song. I watched the movie Mermaids. Speaking of Cher, I watched the movie Mermaids, and it was near the end of the movie, and the main characters are dancing to the song. I'm like, oh my god, I remember this song. And this was like back when Rogers actually gave away free movies, like play on demand movies from the 60s, from the 70s or 80s. I just chose Mermaids. I don't know why, but I was in high school and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. And then I heard this song. I'm like, oh my god, I remember this. This was from years ago, and I was hoping like, okay, come on. I fast forward to the end credits and I saw this song. I'm like, I know the title now, and so I just kept listening to it on YouTube. And I was like, and I just remember another memory I have for this particular song was just listening to this when it was during exam week. And if you know about exam week, it's just like a week worth of exams, one for a week, one exam a week, one exam a day for a week. And you do your exams early in the morning, your one exam for one subject early in the morning. And then after that, you go home. No other classes. It's like one exam, then you go home, like after 2 hours. And I remember just going to school on this particular day, and I wanted to get some work done, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the computer lab and just, hang out. Like everybody else is gonna be busy, so I'm just gonna go on this computer here and I'm just gonna, you know, look around on the internet. I lied, there was no work involved. I just wanted to get out of the house and then go to my friend's house to play video games, which is pretty much tradition between the two of us. It was pretty much tradition. Yeah, that's what we both call. Like starting from grade 10 to when we graduated, every time we had an exam, we go over to his house and just played video games for a while. And this particular day, I didn't have an exam, so I didn't have to be at school. But I was like, you know what? There's, I just want to be at school because it's gonna feel really naked, and plus, I don't want to sneak out when when my mom goes to sleep for work, and I just want to like sneak out of the house and just go to his house. So I'm just gonna go to like school, hang out for a bit, and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go afterwards. And so, I on this particular day, on this on the computer, I just listened to the song over and over again while I was just, going on the internet and just goofing around. I could have done it at home, but again, wanted to go to my friend's house afterwards, and I didn't want to walk all the way. In hindsight, you know, before he moved away, this was his first house, so yeah, maybe. And I actually did walk from school to his house, which is weird considering I could actually walk from my house to his house and just, get there in shorter time. But, I just needed something. Oh, whoops, sorry. And, yeah, so, man, I was actually a bit of a strange kid. Like, from grade 3 to 4, I just listened to stuff from the 60s and 70s, which actually kind of explains why I had, like, my, albums in review. Like, one of the things I actually did was buy a whole bunch of things from the 70s or 60s and 70s. I'm pretty sure that's why. That's why I actually have two Led Zeppelin albums. The uh, third and fourth grade kind of like prepared me a little bit for getting albums or listening to songs from the 60s and 70s, which I would have done eventually. I would have done that crap eventually, like listening to older songs. But kind of prepared me, like, and yeah, I was pretty, I was a pretty weird kid. Looking back, I think it was a little bit odd that I actually listened to songs from the 50s and 60s, but I was really excited whenever a particular radio station, well, this particular one played "If You Want to Be Happy" by Jimmy Soul, and that actually made me happy. The lyrics are something completely different or for another time, but I just like the chorus. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, and I just like, and I really like how it ends. But if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, like the guys are just singing it, and then it's like, you have to be a pretty woman, you have to be an ugly woman, you're like, again, lyrics. I don't know if that was satirical or not, but I just like the feel and the groove of that song, ignoring the lyrics a little bit. But yeah, just listening to that song gives me good memories of just me being excited about this particular song coming out on the radio, and it's pretty well good because no other person in my age actually listened to that song, and I didn't have anyone to turn to because everybody was listening to what was current and I was listening to what was old. That's pretty much still me in general. So I like to thank Jimmy Soul, or like to thank Jimmy Soul for making that song, and I would like to thank the radio station 1050 Chum for playing that song every 2 hours or whenever it came across. Probably not 2 hours, but whatever. And just listening to that song just makes me not want to dance, but just made me want to tap along. Most songs do that. Some just want to get up and dance. Some make you think about a cute guy who looks at you like you're the only guy in the room. That was a story from a few days ago, but whatever. So that was another episode of Songs and Memories, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.